60 years ago, the terrestrials that we once were evolved into a spacefaring force to be reckoned with that we are today. I bet those scholars way back in the ancient days might be pretty proud of us. What's good, Aristophanes? Anyways, pretty soon we are going to become interstellar imperialists. And that means that the youth way in the future, their version of humanity might look completely different like how ours looks today. If we keep on growing space into our home, then that most definitely will be true with how we age. It's called time dilation, and here's how it works. Believe it or not, but time is not absolute. The rate at which time progresses for a frame of reference, which means anything that exists within the fabric of our universe called space-time, such as you and I, depends on both its acceleration and velocity. It depends on how it will traverse through both space and time, if you will. This concept is known as relative velocity time dilation. It will be examined further in this video, and it will be derived from one of the two postulates of Einstein's special theory of relativity. Allow me to introduce Stella and Terra, 20-year-old twin sisters, both of whom are inertial reference frames, just like us, because we all travel at a constant velocity in space-time here on Earth. But you know, after childhood of gazing up at the bright stars, Stella decided she wanted to become an explorer, and so she will travel at 75% the speed of light to a star 10 light years away and back. By making this journey, she will be both accelerating and changing her direction, making her a non-inertial reference frame. And we both know where that will lead to. You guessed it, they're going to experience time at different rates, and we can specifically quantify how much time will change for Stella relative to Terra through this equation, the Lorentz transform, in which Stella's time is Terra's time times the Lorentz factor. The Lorentz factor is a function of the ratio between the speed of the moving observer and the speed of light. If we solve for 75% the speed of light, the factor approximately results to 2, meaning that Terra will age twice as fast as Stella. Why don't we graph space-time for this scenario to see what is really going on under the hood? Time on the y-axis, space on the x-axis. Remember that we know from the Lorentz factor that we calculated earlier that Stella's unit of 1 year is double that of Terra's unit of 1 year. It looks like, from Terra's perspective, that the trip would take 24 years, but from Stella's perspective, it would have only taken 12 years. Remember, this is all about the relative perspectives, which is why it is important to note that the non-inertial reference frames experience time almost as if they were at an angle compared to the inertial reference frames. This angle is the difference between the two reference frames' trajectories. Now, by experience time, I mean that everything Stella perceives, even her own actual biological rate of aging, slows down not due to perception alone, but in actuality due to the reality of space-time. And you know, in 2045, when Stella's journey is finally over and the twins finally reunite, a 32-year-old Stella would be meeting up with her 44-year-old twin sister. That's right, Stella would be biologically and mentally 12 years younger than Terra. Boy, growing up already sure was tough. But you know what? I have faith in the children of the future, and for one reason alone. Us humans, we've always had a tendency of making the best out of every situation we're given. And because of that, I think that we are profoundly beautiful. Thank you, and have a nice day.